Hello everyone, I'm back, and today I'm here to maximize your fear. So today I put together another list of the top 5 most disturbing and horrifying things ever caught on security cameras. And be sure to watch this one all the way to the end because it gets progressively more scary as you go. This video contains unexplainable paranormal clips as well as some truly disturbing crime clips, from attempted break-ins to creepy stalkers. So if you want to see another one of these, go ahead and smash the like button's mom, and let's aim for 300 likes for another one of these. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the video. This footage was captured on February 26, 2016 in a small town in Queensland, Australia. This footage was released to the public by the Queensland Police on April 16, 2016. The homeowner has a security camera that faces their front yard and driveway. In the footage, a man is seen walking up the driveway. At first, it seems pretty normal until he walks closer to the house and begins sneaking around very creepily. The homeowner said that they had no idea who this man was and they had never seen him before. He then sneakily crouch walks and crawls around the property for a while, and at one point he even begins peering into the house through the windows as he continuously looks around very suspiciously. The man is also seen ducking down, hiding from passing cars. The way this stranger just creepily sneaks around the property unseen the whole time is what makes this clip truly terrifying. It's also terrifying to think that if the homeowner didn't have the security camera, they would have never known that this happened. And it's also unknown what the man's intentions were, but it's pretty obvious that they weren't good. So here is the footage. This video was caught on September 14th, 2003 at a Wingate Hotel in Illinois. This video is apparently unedited according to the hotel staff and managers, and it was taken directly from one of the hotel's CCTV cameras in one of the hallways on the second floor. It was late at night, and multiple people staying at the hotel began calling in noise complaints to the front desk with reports of loud screaming coming from the second floor, particularly room 209. The employees eventually decided to look up the room records to see who was staying in the room, and they confirmed that absolutely no one had checked into that room. They were very confused why there were screams coming from that room when absolutely nobody is staying there. So they sent one of their employees named John to go investigate. In the footage, John and 2 of his other co-workers are heard communicating through walkie-talkies. John then rides up the elevator and hops off on the second floor. As he nears the room 209, you can begin to hear the screaming. The strange woman screams that sound almost non-human can be heard coming from inside of the empty room. The screams continue as John stands outside of the room contemplating what to do. The other man on the walkie-talkie is then heard telling John to wait for the police before entering the room. However, John decides to enter anyways because he doesn't want to wait any longer. So he walks into the dark room with a flashlight in hand and begins investigating. Then a few seconds later, you can see what looks like a white shadowy figure emerge from beside him. It floats right past him and behind him and exits the room. Since John had his back to the figure, he had no clue that it was even there, just inches from him. John continued to investigate the room and figured out that it was all torn up. All of the furniture was found upside down, the shower was running, and the carpet was all ripped up, but nobody at all was found inside. Not much else is known about the clip, like what happened afterwards and what the police and investigators found. However, what is known is that investigators found that over the years, multiple complaints of strange noises were reported to be coming from that room. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that this footage is 100% guaranteed to be real and that it couldn't have possibly been faked. There's practically no way to know if this footage is truly real or not. However, it is very convincing and I personally believe it's real. So I'm gonna go ahead and show this horrifying footage now. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.
It should be 209. John, do you copy? It's room 209. Amy says nobody's checked into that room, and there's reports of screaming coming from that room. John. There's no one checked into that room. There should be nobody in there. I would wait for the police, John. Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick, just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on, but nobody's in there. Man, that's scary. I'm officially freaked out now.
In this footage, a UPS driver is seen approaching the front door of a house to deliver a package. It was just a normal day on the job until this happened. He approaches the front door to do a routine package delivery. However, there waiting for him on the ground near the front door is an absolutely massive snake. And if you look closely, moments before the UPS driver approaches the door, you can see the snake lurking behind some chairs and a flower pot. And it just so happened that it made its way to the door just in time to give this UPS driver the fright of a lifetime. This clip isn't very scary for the viewers. However, if you picture yourself in the position of the UPS driver, then it's truly terrifying, especially if you're afraid of snakes. Both the man and the snake survived the encounter unharmed. So here is the scary, but also kind of funny footage. This footage was captured at a hotel called PGI Chandigarh late at night. The footage was uploaded to YouTube in 2020 by a user named Podaturi. The caption reads, "Wheelchair moving automatically in PGI Chandigarh Hospital." A security guard who was working the night shift ran outside after he saw a wheelchair rolling away in the front of the building. He was really confused as he watched the wheelchair just roll down the entire driveway all on its own. He then decided to review the security footage so he could see what exactly happened and also so he could share his experience. In the footage, you can see the wheelchair begin to roll backwards, then it begins to move forward and it turns and rolls down the entire driveway. And it's a very long and curved paused driveway. Once it nears the end of the driveway, the wheelchair is seen turning and coming to a complete stop, and then it turns back and then begins going forward again. A lot of people try to debunk this video by saying that it was just the wind that caused the wheelchair to move on its own. However, the wheelchair turned sideways, rolled backwards, rolled forwards, in all kinds of different directions, so I don't really understand how that could be the wind. It just doesn't really make any sense. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, or if you think you have an explanation, let me know. Here is the footage. Alright, it's time for clip number 1, which is the scariest clip of the whole video, so like always, viewer discretion is advised. This footage was captured by a homeowner named Una Ring. She had been reportedly being stalked and harassed by a very creepy man. The man would come to her house and leave horrifying notes, stalk her, and even vandalize her car. He had been stalking her for a while, and the homeowner couldn't find out who it was or how it was happening. Now, it's creepy enough to know that someone is secretly watching you or stalking you. However, what the stalker did next really proves that he was a complete psycho. On July 13th, 2020, she woke up to find that her car wheels had been spray painted pink and discovered graffiti on her front window. 9 square panels on her house had also been daubed with X and O, and the words "I win" were spray painted on her windowsill. She had also found a black envelope on her car windshield. The envelope contained a full-page typed letter, and what this letter said is absolutely horrifying. The letter read, "Hello neighbor, I hope you are feeling... It is time we meet and have some fun. I have left some for you to put in your wallet. I will bring more as we will need them. Leave your back door unlocked so I can quietly call upstairs to you. Also, you should start wearing more dresses as I have never seen you in one. Looking forward to our moment. I am watching you." Now, a lot of stuff in that letter is too vulgar for me to read on YouTube, so I just skipped past it. But after the homeowner found all of this, she decided to contact the police. However, the police couldn't really do anything about it because they had no evidence, so they came up with a genius plan. They decided to install security cameras around her house in an attempt to catch her stalker in the act, and their plan was successful. A few nights later, a man in a disguise wearing a hat, a mask, and blue plastic gloves began approaching the front driveway. He then places a note on Ring's car and walks away. A few seconds later, he returns armed with a crowbar. It's unclear what he was going to do with the crowbar, but it was believed he was either going to vandalize the car again or attempt to enter the home. That is, until the police stepped in. Little did the man know, police were actually staking out outside of the Ring residence and ran up to him and apprehended him before he could escape. He attempted to flee from the officer, however, he was caught fairly easily. Here is also a real picture of what the note said on the car. Once again, the note is very vulgar, so I blocked a lot of it out. After he was caught, the police found duct tape on him, which he later admitted that the duct tape was to tie the hands and mouth of Miss Ring. Investigators also made a discovery that he had recently did an internet search for chloroform. The man who was responsible for all of this was one of her co-workers named James Steele. She had thought that James Steele was just a normal co-worker. However, it turns out that he was not, and he was a complete psychopath. With all of the evidence and the chilling security footage, James Steele was ultimately charged with 2 counts of criminal damage, 1 count of harassment, possession of articles with intent to commit a robbery, and a count of intended robbery with an intent to commit, to which he pled guilty and is currently serving 5 years in a prison in Australia. So here's the absolutely chilling and terrifying security footage. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did enjoy, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button's mom. But if you've already done that earlier, you might as well go for a round 2. Also, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Maxwell Fear, and go ahead and follow me on TikTok, Maximum Fear. And make sure you guys subscribe because I post new scary content every few days. I hope your fear was maximized. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.